It's the end of the week, which means the end of this week's memory challenge. And this week's challenge was to learn illnesses and their symptoms. So you're supposed to be able to see the symptoms and diagnose the illness. Now, you might notice that I only did 5 different illnesses. I have a reason for that, but I'm going to explain that at the end of the video, and I think that's probably the most important part of this video for today. But with all memory challenges, I like to recall information to show you that you can actually apply these memory techniques to learn any type of information. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here we go. So these cards are just going to show me the symptoms. Then, of course, when I hit enter, hopefully I get the right disease or illness. So symptoms: severe headache, high fever, painful spasm of muscle and throat, choking, convulsions, inability to swallow even liquid food, feels thirsty but has fear of water. This one is a little bit easier because it's a little bit more unique from the symptoms. And this one is rabies. Now, we go. Okay. Flu-like symptoms of fever, yellowing of skin, and sclera. Headache, joint pains, loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting, irritating rashes. Oh, flu. A lot of things like have similar things in common, like vomiting, headache, things like that, fever. But this one is hepatitis, I believe. Okay. Symptoms: lesions and damage to the intestinal wall, continuing fever, abdominal tenderness, headache, and slight vomiting. Told you there's a lot of things that are in common. This one would be typhoid. Yep. Acute diarrhea, vomiting, muscle cramps, stool is white and watery, rice water appearance. This one would be cholera. High fever with chills, fever subsides with profuse sweating, cycle of fever and sweating repeated after 2-3 days, severe headache, nausea. This one, the key here for me was I think the cycle of fever. This is malaria. And there you go. And so let me explain why I only did a small amount. Now, the main reason why I only did a smaller amount is because I actually do want to learn a lot of common diseases, illnesses, sickness, and things like that. So I do want to learn that information, but the method I use to learn these 5, I'm not sure if that's going to be the most effective method to be using, because beyond just knowing the symptoms, I want to know different preventions, the treatments you could have for it, and things like that. But also the more technical details, like if there's like a dosage that you have to take to, for the medicine that you're taking to help cure it up or something like that, or if there's vaccines. So there's a lot more information I do want to remember, and that's why I didn't memorize a big amount, because this is a problem, and people tell me it all the time. So for example, if I'm trying to teach people how to remember vocabulary and I teach them the method, but I give them a word that they already know, the vocabulary word they know, they're like, I already know this word. Like, I know you know it, but you're just trying to practice the method. I know it's hard to try to relearn something you already know. And that's what I wanted to avoid. That say if I did learn 10 or 20 different illnesses and their symptoms, and I decide to change the method on how I actually learn them, then I have to relearn the information again. And it's going to be a lot harder because I already have the information in that one, using that one method that makes it really strong for me. And so I only memorized a little bit, 5, but I just want still to show you that it's effective, because you could tell there's a lot of diseases and illnesses that have things that are in common together. There's always probably going to be one symptom that is stands out from everyone else, like the the rabies that feels thirsty. It feels thirsty but can't drink or doesn't want to drink. Where is it? Right there, feels thirsty but has fear of water. That one, that's very interesting. And so, beyond just knowing this simple information right here, or I think it's simple, but be able to see those different things. But like, wait, okay, that's rabies. How do you treat rabies? How can you prevent rabies? Now, of course, if you're a doctor, you need to know all that information, because if someone comes in sick, you need to be able to diagnose them as soon as possible, because that can make the difference between someone living or not. But then after you diagnose them, you need to know the treatment plan for them, right? And so No, that's something I just want to learn because I'm really interested in medical information, because maybe one day I need to use this information, or if I see someone that's sick that has something, I could help them maybe, or help myself avoid that person. This, this is something that I believe is really useful. It has a lot of good applications that you could apply anywhere, and you don't have to be a doctor or in the medical field to actually benefit from knowing these different things. So yeah, I know that was a little detour from this week's memory challenge, but there's just I just want to talk about something. I just want talk about just the medical field and something like this, because it's very useful information. I believe that there's information that's more useful than others. This is something I have like at the top of the list. But yeah, so look forward to tomorrow's memory challenge. I'll try to think of something else, to kind of change it up. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time. Subscribe to my channel for more videos on memory techniques, how to do better in school, memory challenges, updates, and much more. Also remember to click the notification bell so you know when I upload a video. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links are down below in the description. You also can check out these videos. If you want to learn all the memory techniques and learn how to apply them to all sorts of information, or if you want to start competing in memory competitions, you can check out my programs down below in the description. Look forward to my next video and get ready to get the best memory of your life.